Hi creators! In this video, I'm going to walk you through the steps on how you can create your very first membership. So to create our membership, we're going to head over to Store and we're going to go to Products from our left-hand menu so that we begin to create our membership. We're going to select New Product and then we're going to head over here down at the bottom to Memberships. Now with memberships, you can create membership through tiers and invite your audience to subscribe for a monthly or yearly fee to receive your content and services regularly. So if that's what you are looking for, let's go ahead and select memberships to begin. So with all of our products, to begin with your membership, you want to start with the title of the membership that you're launching. Then you can head down here to add a custom URL if needed, or if you're going to be sharing your product via a link. Once you're done with that, you're going to come down to the description and overview of the membership package. Now, this won't highlight each tier. However, it will just highlight the membership product in its totality. So we do have a template here for you. However, if you would like to customize this, you can add your own take on it, or you can use our AI writer tool if you need a little assistance in getting you started. Once you're done with that, you are going to come down here to add your membership thumbnail. Now you can do that just by selecting upload. You can upload something from your own device, or you can feel free to use any of our Giphy, Unsplash, or sticker images. Once you're done with that, we're going to begin to build on those tiers of your membership. Now, if you have one tier of your membership, that's okay. If you have multiple tiers, we can support that as well. So to create the tiers, you're going to start with choosing the currency that you would like to list in your store. And then you're going to come down here to the bottom and begin building on those tiers. So with your first tier, let's say we're going to use the starter plan or the starter tier as your first tier. You're going to make sure you have that name in there, and then you're going to list the benefits of what your first tier entails. You can then go in and add your monthly pricing and yearly pricing. These do not have to total correctly mathematically. You can add any amount that you would like for either your monthly or yearly pricing. Once you're done with that, you can just minimize. When you minimize it, it will save your work. Now, if you want to go in and add another tier, we can do that by selecting Add New Tier. So let's title this tier the Pro tier. Okay, and then you can go in and add your pricing for your second tier. And again, once you minimize, it will go in and save that for you. So once you have all of your tiers listed, you can go ahead and select Save and Continue so that you do not lose any of your work. I do not have an image here, so I'm going to go ahead and add one, and we're going to hit Save and Continue, and we're going to move along. All right, so now we want to begin adding the content material to each of our tiers. Now you do have the option to add your text for your material, as well as upload any content, whether these are PDFs or just any type of document type. You can add that via the load content option. So let's begin with the text. So if we're starting with our starter tier, okay, once you add your text in, you can select which tier it will belong to. Okay, so I'm going to select the starter tier and I'm going to hit save. Now that is only my text. Now I want to go ahead in and load the content for my membership. I'm going to start with the starter again. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and upload the thumbnail. Now this is what the customers will see prior to purchasing the membership. I'm going to go ahead and add my favorite image, and it'll take me to the editor tool so that way I can edit it so that it appropriately fits within that thumbnail content. Once you're done with that, again, you can select which tier this is going to belong to. So since I'm still working on my starter tier, I'm going to go ahead and select that. Now that I have my thumbnail, this is what the customer is going to see before they make their purchase. Let me upload the content that the customer is going to see once they have access to the membership tier. Once that uploads, you will be able to see a preview so that you do know what you are uploading, or that you can confirm what you have uploaded to your membership. And once you're done with that, you can select save. Now, if you ever do need to come back in and edit anything, you can do that by selecting the pencil. You can also remove if you need to update your content within your memberships over time. You can do that as well by removing them by selecting the trash can. Now I'm going to stop here and continue to build on your memberships by selecting which tier that belongs to. You can add as much content as you need to your membership as well. So once you're done with that, you can go ahead and select save and continue. And as you see on the right-hand side here, our product is built up. So we have both of our options here for both of our tiers. It includes the prices, both monthly and yearly, and this is what the customer will see before making their purchase. So now we're on the additional information tab, which is outside of the product, but it's just additional details that you can add to your product. So here you have the option to add custom confirmation emails for your customers for them to receive at the time that they receive their magic link to access their purchase. You also can add custom questions for your customers to answer at the time of purchase in case you needed any additional details about your customers. You also have the option to enable or disable ratings or testimonials. With your ratings, this will give your customers the option to just share with you how they felt about their product via their magic link, which is received at the time of purchase. And then with testimonials, this is where you have the option to add anything that your customers may have shared with you. If they sent you a screenshot via a DM on Instagram sharing how much they membership and they showed you them accessing their membership, you can add that via your testimonials, and that will be added to your products for other customers to see at the time of their purchase. And then you always have the option to connect Zapier, which is an automation tool that you can integrate with your creator store. So once you're done with that, you're done making your first membership product. You can go ahead and select publish. So once you have selected publish, this product has not yet been added to your page. You have simply created the product. However, your customers will not be able to find it yet. So in order for your customers to locate this product, you want to select add to page. Once you select add to page, it will give you the option to add the product as one block or to add it as a part of a carousel. If you're building on multiple memberships under different categories, you may want to use the carousel option. But since I only have one membership right now, I am going to add this as one block. Once I do that, it'll take me to the general information tab. It will show me how my product will look in my creator store. So because I have a smaller image here, I'm going to stick with the circle thumbnail. However, if you had a bigger thumbnail that you had with your product, you may want to use the featured image, or you can feature left, whichever goes best with your brand. Once you're done with that, you're going to hit save. And now the product has officially been added to your store. And you can confirm that by coming over here and going to your links. Anytime you add a new product, it's always going to go straight down to the bottom. So we can see the link visibly here on the left-hand side. And if we want to see it on our creator store, we need to scroll down to the bottom. You can use and move this link wherever you need it. If you have your newer products up at the top of your store, you can just grab those 6 dots on the right-hand side and move that product up so that it is the first product listed on your store. Now, one last tip before I go. You can manage your memberships by going to the earnings tab and then selecting memberships. Here you can cancel customers' memberships or also refund customers' memberships if needed. So I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to our support team. Thank you for watching.